Hey everybody, I want to bring you to the place that I believe is the real place where David is buried. The Bible tells us in 1 Kings chapter 2 and verse number 10 that David, when he died, was buried in the city of David. Now there's a couple places referred to as the city of David, and one of those is Bethlehem. You all know that. But then there's also a place called the city of David, and the Bible tells us in the Chronicles and the Kings that it was a place very close to the vicinity of the Temple Mount. This place that we know of called the City of David, if you've been on a tour, you have been here. And this is just down the hill from the Temple Mount. Now, I want to show you one reason why I think this is a place where David was buried, not on Mount Zion like tour groups will tell you. That was a theory started by Helena, the mother of Constantine. But also another reason is that back in the years 1948 through 1967, this property where David really was buried was part of Jordanian occupation. Therefore, the Jews could not come here. So they set up a synagogue on Mount Zion that was the closest spot possible to where he was buried. And that is where they began to pray. Now, if I could get my camera, I want to turn my camera around to show you a plaque that's recently been placed here at the city of David. Okay, you see there it says the tombs of the house of David. David slept with his fathers and was buried in the city of David. That's 1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 10. Then it says this, after him repaired Nehemiah the son of Azbuk, the ruler of half of the district of Bethsur, unto the place over against the sepulchres of David, and unto the pool that was made, and unto the house of the mighty men. Now if you go read in Nehemiah chapter 3 and verse 15 and 16, it not only says the pools that were made by mighty men, but it calls it by name. These are the same pools where Jesus put spittle in the man's eye and at the temple gate and told him to go to the pool of Siloam and wash there. Well, that's where we're standing today. So the Bible tells us there's 3 points here. Number one, there is a place in the city of David where David is actually buried. Not only David, but his son Solomon, Solomon's son Rehoboam, and subsequent generation of leaders from them. It's just outside the area is just inside the original city walls. This is the bottom part of the original city walls. Those of you that have been on tours, you've seen the valley known as Silwan, and that's basically an Arab community that you're looking at now. And so this is the bottom of it. This is the last point, and you have Silwan, you have the Pool of Siloam, the city of David. All of that is here. Now if you look good, look straight ahead, and you see, I hope I'm walking over these mountains and giving you good sight, but there you have the city, a tomb, which is the largest of the tomb. Beside it are smaller tombs, and they go all around this mountain. This is a rock mountain, and you can see where not only the tombs are, but you can see all kind of carvings into the tomb. These carvings were done by Hadrian in the 1st century. Hadrian came in and destroyed Jerusalem, changed its names, and he carved this mountain up, taking huge rocks out of it to build himself a temple. But or himself a palace, I should say. So here at the bottom of the city of David is where David is buried. And the next time somebody tells you that it was over on Mount Zion, you'll know the real place where he was buried and all of his sons. Blessings upon you and shalom.